Hey Michael. So I actually took this video a little bit earlier in the day, but I didn't have a microphone here, so it was kind of broken, but hopefully I can be able to deliver this with the same level of brevity that I had before. So I'm going to go over and look at your site, and I'm going to tell you why your website is not SEO optimized, what's stopping you, and hopefully if you want to book a free 45-minute solutions meeting, you can do so by the link below. So let's get into it. Right off the bat, I know what your website's about, and I know you guys service, drug addiction or alcohol counseling and rehab within Orange County, right? But I can also tell you those are only keywords that you're going for. You're not targeting it at a local level. You're not doing any local SEO. You have no alt texts for most of your images. You don't have reviews. You don't have landing pages. You don't have value pages. You do have a few value pages, but not enough to warrant the amount of traffic that you guys are bringing in. You have, I think, 6 websites linking to you guys, and from those you don't have anchor texts. So I know most of that was just gibberish, but as a local small business agency based out of Minneapolis, I can tell you that's what's stopping you guys from getting 500 SEO clicks by the end of the month. You guys are bringing in 69 clicks off of Google. These are organic clicks, meaning these when you type up Orange County Rehab, people will find that and click through it, right? This is stuff that you can see you have a history of doing well in paid ads, right? Where you were probably paying close to $5,000 in November. This is public information, but being able to have more organic clicks than paid is something that you should be looking into, because once you stop paying for ads, once your budget runs up and it depletes, you're going to have to rely on having 70 clicks per month. And that's something that you should mostly rely on, because it's like paying for a house by renting a house or by having a mortgage. Once you stop paying your rent, you get kicked out, right? But if you have a mortgage and you stop paying your mortgage, you'll at least benefit by having equity in the house. And that's something that I would like to map out for you. So looking at your competitors here, I looked into them. They're doing the same level that you are. They're bringing in you're bringing in 70, they're bringing in roughly 72. So they're doing the same kind of strategy you guys are doing. They're just building out basic pages, linking, and they're paying a lot with ads, meaning they're competing with you. It's a bidding war. They're paying for ads, you're paying for ads. If someone finds you guys through the keyword drug rehab, they click on that, you get charged $30, meaning if they want to compete with you on that keyword, they might pay $31. And then you'll pay $32 in order to stay relevant. Google does that for you, and that's the way that Google loves competition. They make their money off of keywords, where they pay people. They make their money off of ads. They don't make money off of SEO. They do let people do well in SEO because that gives people reasons to pay to take that shortcut. But you guys are doing very, very well for Orange County Rehab, right? That right there, you're on the #1 rank for Orange County Rehab. But if I tell you that works on a local level, but if I look up Orange County Rehab on Google, you're not in the first slot, you're on the 4th slot, or 5th slot actually, because it's on a local level. I'm in Minneapolis. But if I was in Orange County, that would be more relevant for me. Google will show me that, hey, you guys are on the 5th page here. So let me tell you what else you guys need to look into. You don't have alt texts. That was one of the first things I kind of told you. What that means is, if I look at this image, how do I know Google knows what this image is? Everything that is on the code level, Google needs to know what that is. And as a file, as an image, the only thing Google knows is the file name. It makes no sense to it. This right here is what Google sees when it looks at that image. Let's say that I'm blind and I can't see the website. I'm going to use an accessibility reader. This is the same thing that Google uses. So as I read through the site, if I'm blind, I'm like, what's this image? And it's going to say this, and it's not going to make any sense. It's going to say base 64, blah, 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 and I'm going to get confused. Same thing with Google. They're going to get really confused, and that's going to penalize you. You guys deserve to have way past 1,000 in traffic, hands down. And I have no reason why any of these tactics should be able to get you at least half of that. So being able to address your alt text on your images, right? If I look at this one too, same thing here. Whoever's building your site, it's not their fault, right? Don't be upset at them. This is something that most people, they don't realize when they build out a site. The name of this picture is content-thumb-1. Does that make sense? If I told Google your website is about content-thumb-1, does that make sense? No, that doesn't make sense. It should say something like drug addiction counseling in Orange County .jpg as a name of a file, right? That's something that, if you address that to your site, you should get 100 in traffic, right? Every single little bit I tell you, that should permanently increase the level of traffic you have by 100. The next bit is, I have a limit of how many times I can do this per day, but the number of backlinks or the number of people going into your website or linking to your website has a very high correlation to page rank. What that means is, if I link luminancediscovery.com off of a website that talks about rehab, the best rehab centers in California, it doesn't matter if it's the number of traffic that's direct or the number of referrals coming in from that link. That website, if it's a good website, it's going to tell Google, hey, these guys care about luminance recovery. Make sure luminance recovery ranks high if they talk about that keyword that's in the anchor text. So if a website links to luminance recovery and like the text, right? If the text has a different, if it doesn't say go to www.luminancerecovery.com at www.luminancerecovery.com, that doesn't really make sense. If I didn't know what the name of your business was, I wouldn't find you guys. But instead, the link would say something like Orange County Rehab, and then put that on that site. They would reach out to you, or they would do it at their own leisure, and then they would say, hey, I can put this on the site. Thanks for letting us know you exist, and we'll write up a review for you guys. And then they'll link to that using, this is a Orange County Rehabilitation Center. So if someone types that up, you'll be a lot higher. So at a local level, do you guys just service Orange County, or do you guys let other people come to Orange County? Do you guys let other people around in your area? Do you guys let... I'm not from Orange County. I did have a list of places where you guys might service. But do you target the immediate suburbs around and within Orange County? Do people within a 5-hour drive, do they come to the rehab center, right? Do they talk with your counselors? If so, you should do the same kind of strategy that other local servicers do, and that's to make an article, right? That's something that can cover, and that you're targeting Orange County Rehab and you're the best in the world for that keyword, right? Hands down, that's bringing in 20. But let's say you target a different city, right? Within the same county, but just a different city. Do people type that up? Do people see that? Do people want to find that in Google? Yes, they do. So if you can be on the first page of that, then you're going to bring in less than this, probably, or maybe even more. But it's an aggregate sum. More people are going to be looking that up through hundreds of different pages. And my plan here that I like to map out for you is how we can do that for hundreds of cities over just a core base of a few articles where you just switch out the cities. Right? A lot of this sounds like techno babble, hopefully. But I'd like to be able to map out a plan. So again, down below here is a link, right below here. You can schedule me for a free 45-minute chat where, Michael, I hope you're the decision maker in here, where you can pull the gun on this, but I would like to show you a plan to get you guys to have 1,000 or more in traffic per month, consistently, permanently. It doesn't take too much in maintenance on your end, right? Because you guys are putting up blog posts, and that's good enough. If you guys put out one blog post a month, anything that I can get to, that's yours, for as long as you put up content on the site. So if something like this makes sense, and it's not a bad time for your drug center to make a good investment, then reach out to me below, and hopefully we can schedule something within the next week or two, while luminancerecovery.com is still relevant in my mind through all the research that I've done. So I'd like to hear back from you. If not, I wish you guys the best of luck, and please let me know if you've taken any advice, because I want to know just how well it works. So, thank you very much. Hope to hear back from you. Thanks.